All right, so we're talking about God taking the rib of man and placing it into the woman. We just read from the book of Genesis, the book of genes, and now let's go ahead and read from the book of Mark, and we'll start at number 6 and move all the way down to number 9. And then I'm going to go into the book of Revelation, and we will confirm that God considers his children to be one flesh as he considers a man and a woman, okay, of God. I'm talking about the genetic line of God. Okay, so let's go ahead and start at number 6, chapter 10 of Mark. But from the beginning of the creation, God made them male and female. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. Notice the wording. And they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh. And the word twain simply means two, okay, two people. So they're two people, but they are now one flesh. Why? Because they united sexually speaking. When you are uniting sexually, your husband's DNA goes into you as a female, and it changes you physiologically speaking, physically speaking, biologically speaking. You are a changed person, okay? And that is the reason why it is so important for women to protect themselves, okay? If you're sleeping around with different guys, you're going to end up crazy, okay? It's just another way to put it. But let's go ahead and go down to I'm leaving a lot out just because it's just redundant to keep on talking about it. But if you want to go into the laws in regards to what we're talking about, go to Romans chapter 7, and it's talking about the laws that God gives in regards to being with a partner, okay? But let's go to Revelation chapter 2, verse 10, okay? When you read Revelation chapter 2, verse 10, you will see that God considers his children to be one with him, all right? So let's go ahead and read, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and read Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay, so what does he mean? What does God mean? Be faithful. Well, when you are talking about being faithful to somebody, you're talking about being standing your ground. You're standing your ground for what you believe in and or who your family ties you to. So your family, if you are of or a child of God, you are tied to God. Are you tied to God unto death? Yeah, if you're a child of God, you are going to be faithful unto death, just like you are supposed to be tied to your husband or your wife unto death. Why? Because if you're not, a lot of really weird things can happen to you by changing partners or going along with Mystery Babylon, mixing your religion. Mixing your religion is basically the same thing as mixing your partner, okay? When you have a lot of different, a mixture of different beliefs or a mixture of different religions or whatever, you're screwed up in the head, okay? So like I said, God even considers his own to be of himself, okay? And they're biologically connected to God. Why? Because God created Adam in his image. Remember, Adam is man. The mankind, meaning they are people of the same kind. They are genetically tied to each other through deoxyribonucleic acid. All right. The word faithful is true to him. Faithful means a secure peg in the ground, which takes us back to the word Adam. Adama means ground. The bride of Christ, and not everyone can be of Christ, nor do they want to be, nor does God expect them to be. I'm talking about people who are not of the same DNA. I'm talking about the people that don't have the same DNA that Adam had, that he was given by God. Okay. And that's about it. I mean, that's the best way that I can explain my stance in regards to the Bible being of the genetic ties to a certain anthropological human being. All right, remember, anthropology is the study of one man and his family, and that man is called Adam, the Adamic race. All right, so I hope that explains it. If this person, the Dutch philosopher, comes up with a better discernment or translation or interpretation of the word, go for it. Okay, you have a channel, go ahead and upload. I stand by what I put out because I do a lot of study every day, and unfortunately some people don't appreciate that, and that's fine with me. Like I said, you have your own channel, go ahead and upload in regards to your own beliefs. Okay, I think I pointed out a couple of different beliefs that this person has in liking to upload on the one-eyed Antichrist. Okay, there's no greater love than the Antichrist has for his own children. Okay, so anyways, I hope that explains it, and have a nice day.